Yo. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. New York City kit, of course. Of course. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ugh. Alright. Got this going now. Dude, what was that ref smoking, man? PSG versus Arsenal, no chance Arsenal. Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I don't see how Arsenal wins that. Don't cry, Bayern wasn't good enough? How am I crying? I made a simple comment about the referee. Correct, Bayern wasn't good enough, but the referee was horrific. Alright, dudes, you'll notice we had 1,600 crafting upgrades chilling yesterday. You'll notice right now we're at 1,665, but we are up to total 2,300 plus that we have officially opened, or crafted, I should say. So the spam continues, boys. Spam continues. We have all the weekly 8314s too. We're gonna open all those together later. We got 15 of them. Hopefully get a Ronaldo. PSG and ref. Let's hope they go screw Arsenal. Hey, if it happens, it happens. Take anything, man. I still think West Ham can pull off an upset. We'll see. I'm hoping Sunderland can pull off an offset, man. Upset. I'm looking forward to that game. My United buddies coming over. We're getting breakfast before. And we're going to watch Sunderland cook. Ahmad's going to score an own goal. Top bins. Accidentally. Brentford have to lose to City first. So if City wins out, is it a 4-point gap? Or what's the gap? If they go even on games, the City win. Alright, we're at... How many steps are we at? We are at 24,395. Beautiful. We really need to get a heart rate monitor and everything on stream. That'd be cool. Two points with game in hand if Arsenal draw with West Ham. City have 1 point lead. They beat Palace. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So what you're saying is it could get interesting. Really interesting. Is that going to happen, though? Probably not. But we can dream. Hope so. If Arsenal win both, you'll not see me for a few years. No, you just got to rebuild for next season, man. You'll be back in it. Liverpool will be expected to win the league. Alright, we're going until we have a full dupe storage. Will we get a team of the season before then? We're actually up to 105 now. We packed 3 off stream. None of crazy value. Stansfield or whatever the woman 95 card was the best thing I got. Can I ask how you stack in the 75 times 5s? League SBCs into them. It's unlimited. Yeah, 77. Yeah, same thing. They're saying if they win both, second the best ever. Saka's good. I just love the extremes people take with him. How horrific he is, or how insanely good he is. We haven't lost or only let in 6 goals, so they know they can lose in pens. Dude, imagine if Bayern would have tied it there at the end. Marquinhos faking an injury or cramp. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, 29 plus. Bayern midfield is trash and the front 3 didn't turn up. Front 3 had a collective like 50 missed shots. Dude, we may have to go to Foot Genie and spam open these on Foot Genie. When I talk about how long this grind takes on console to run out of packs, think about how many packs we'd have to open and then craft back up and open and craft back up to get back down to 1600. It's crazy. When PSG scored, they thought they were sitting back in counter. They thought right. We sitting back. But I can't tell if I can't read your sentences because I'm horrific at reading chat while walking. Or if I just can't read your sentences because your sentences make no sense. When PSG scored, they thought right. We sitting back. Oh, we. Gotcha. Might be a mix. Dude, again, what's going on, EA? There's literally 0 reasons to be on the menus. Make packs slower. Open packs slower. Bug out every 2 minutes. Genuinely, what is the benefit besides seeing the animation? There's literally no reason anymore. They did to us 2 years in a row. Sit back and counter. True. They did. Who's the best player you've packed out of these? And how do you do the grind? League SBCs into them has been how I've done it for thousands. So I would just do our unlimited League SBC method. And then put off leagues into these. And spam these back into these in League SBCs. Who's the best player I've gone? A few 95 team this season, but nothing like insane. Carlos! Good afternoon. Hope everybody is doing good. And the grind, also, Joe, I forgot to mention, is in the grind playlist in the description. If you're unfamiliar with our League SBC method and all the kind of things that go into it. There we go. Left wing. Oh. 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 Pina. If only it was the right week. Let's go. Cobble cold. We'll take a cobble. He looks somewhat usable, too. My Arsenal friend was complaining about Bayern. We should got more time. LOL, he's scared of PSG. Yeah, I'm sure he'd rather play against Bayern than PSG. I think anyone would rather play against Bayern than PSG. But is saying he's scared your cope for Liverpool not being in any competition right now? 101 miles done in 27 hours? And how far does he have to go again? That's insane. Really struggling, not sure if EA does something to mess up the tools, but Foot Genie keeps saying there are no solutions, and I have to do the League SBCs manually. Is there a specific segment you're running into that issue for? it may be you're use the minimum rares and you are out of gold commons, so it's not putting in more gold rares. Would be my guess, especially if it's Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A. Same thing can be true of the League One Eredivisie and Pro League Portuguese League. Roughly 373 miles in, 96 hours. That's crazy. And it's not a question of whether or not he can do the miles. The question is whether or not he can get in the 96 hours, right? That's the challenge. Like, he's going to complete it regardless. Even if he's not on time, he'll finish. If Arsenal win nothing, I'm good. I feel like they're going to win something. League is the most likely right now, but even then, they could still bottle. They give a second place medal too. Would a medal count as a trophy to Arsenal supporters, do you think? Would they count it as silverware? That's a good question. Has Saudi team season been out since last Friday too? Because I swear it only started packing them today. It's been out. I literally have packed so many, I feel like, in the past 48 hours. But had, like, none before, it felt like. Currently is some kilometers, roughly 4.3 miles behind from set target, which means he has to sacrifice sleep or pause. Dang. The crazy thing with this challenge is I feel like you give up sleep, you make up time easily in the sense of, like, you're running when you'd be sleeping, but the rate that you're running at, giving up sleep slows you down. Is that enough to inevitably reach the goal? But also, too, does that compound throughout? The more sleep you give up, the worse he does, the less he heals. It'll be interesting to see. Does he lack sleep early to get ahead of it and then sleep eventually? Or does he slowly work towards getting back on track and finish strong? Because there could always be more resting points. Something could always come up. Probably doesn't want to be too far behind. He already had a 2-hour nap rest after 24. Jeez. Do they live stream his rest like he's a Twitch streamer? Does it work like that? He's getting donations and stuff. They can drop like drones to give him snacks. Look, we're not even down to 1,600. This is what I'm talking about, boys. This grind is just so easy. Truly should be illegal. Question is, do we have enough time to get to 10K? I think right now I have to average over 340 a day if I want to be on track, which I believe I can do. I feel like easily craft that. Hello, have an amazing stream. Can I ask, how did you stack so many 5x77? Our unlimited league SBC method. makes us unlimited coins and unlimited packs. We put those unlimited packs into making these, mainly through the off-league cards, meaning the non-league SBC cards we put in. But since it works so good, there's times where we'll just build out 50 to 100 craft and upgrades with all our leftover league SBC cards. Can you actually walk us through it? Yeah, we have step-by-step tutorial video, guys, in our grind playlist. If you haven't seen the step-by-step tutorials, that's what the videos are for. It's going to feel boring and monotonous what you're seeing right now, because you're not going to see an identical thing to what you need to build up to that point. We're not doing league SBCs right now into them, because I'm so far advanced into the grind that literally all I'm doing on stream now is spamming hundreds of these, recycling into hundreds of these, spamming hundreds of these, recycling on hundreds of these. I can build thousands and make thousands off the thousands that we have saved, and I'll still probably have more packs than what we began with, just because the amount of provisions we get daily, the league SBC runs we can do, the coins we'll be making. You have this, but yeah, if you look in the description, we have a thing called the grind playlist. The grind playlist has every one of our grinds, very specific. We go into extreme detail how we do them. We show you different things you can use, whether it's Foot Genie, Pale Tools, different templates, how you can make coins on them, how you can save packs, whether to do crafting upgrades or a player pick or league specifics, how to balance those, which one makes the most sense, which one's the most logical. If you go to the channel and just look at our videos, we have a video on basically everything. For sleep and heating up food, he has a trailer which follows them, and yeah, everything is streamed. His ultra runners are taking turns, so you have different angles when drones can't fly or the car can't. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what his time becomes. Nice, amazing, because I don't put any money onto the game. Yeah, you don't have to put any money into the game to make it work for you. No need to spend FIFA points. Also, too, Shadows got up to 1,100, 1,200 today, boys. If you didn't see, we sold off a few more hundred. So I believe we're currently under 1,000 Shadows, which is really nice. We still have over 10,000 anchors that we'll inevitably have to sell. We're probably going to get rid of Shadows and Hunters, and then past that, we'll figure out a plan for anchors. We might invest into some more and then mass go at it. Alright, let's go back to listing these as well. Go back to 1K. So right now we're sitting very pretty with coins. We're on our way to that 25 million goal. Chemstyle current prices won't take us there, but rises over time and getting more in the club through league SBCs and buying, mixed with the team of the seasons and other league SBC stuff, we should easily get there. The question is whether or not it makes sense to be completely liquid to get there. Like, if I should sell Chem Styles to get Team of the Seasons to flip those versus just waiting on Chem Styles versus buying more Chem Styles at low prices to sell maybe a little lower than the average buy now we want to. But since we bought so many in bulk, it hits it. Or mix of those, we do kind of both at the same time, and we just keep making coins on League SBCs. So many different options we can do, which is good. Also, I think one of the worst things of his runs are the 6,000 height meters. Death Valley with sweat preparation could be a benefit, so he doesn't need to wipe his face down that often. I didn't even think about stuff like that. Yeah, dude, imagine how bad his chafing is. He probably won't be able to walk for like a week or two when he's done with this. I'm just picturing the inside of his legs. Oh. That's going to be gross. Alright, plan is we're going to try to push to over 3,000 today, boys. I want to craft like another, what, 700-ish? Which we can easily do. Console's going to be more challenging. If we could get to over 2,500 on here, that'd be a good one. And then later, finish on Foot Genie. You know what I haven't been selling? The leagues. Are those worth listing? Do those have value to them right now? Like, is it worth the list Bundesliga? How much are these going for? 500? Let's get out of these. You don't get softband using Foot Genie? I almost always get softband using Foot Genie. And then I go to my PS4, do hundreds of SBCs, and then go back to Foot Genie, do hundreds of SBCs. Then go to my PS5, do hundreds of SBCs, and then I go to my companion app, do hundreds of SBCs. How much is the Saudi League manager cards going for? I just don't want to lose my account. How would getting softband lose your account? That doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll list these. Let's try some Saudi League. Let's see how many we have. They're common, right? We have 132. How much are they going for? $700 maybe? Or are they getting price fixed? Yeah, 300. Eh. I'll wait to do those. Did you get any good team of the seasons using this method? Our menu grind has packed us many worth hundreds of thousands and a few worth $1 million plus. Alongside of grinding icon SBCs and getting team of the year Maldini. So I'd say yeah. If you guys ever miss our pack pulls and want to know kind of like the best things or things we're getting from this grind, you can take a look at our YouTube shorts on the channel. We have hundreds of YouTube shorts throughout the year. Like crazy pack pulls and stuff. Gonna spend all day tomorrow watching your tutorials. It feels like a lot if you've never done it before, but I'm telling you, It's not as hard as you think. It becomes relatively easy the more time you put into it. And once it clicks, you're like, okay, why aren't more people doing this? It's literally free coins in unlimited packs. I just have to put these things in and hit submit. How can I speed that up and be the most efficient so I can make more coins and more packs? And then what do I do with all my fodder that I'm getting? What's the move on that? Alright, should we do another icon? Oh, they're going to force us to use a team of the season or team of the week. That's done. Alright, let's do another icon right now. Just why not? Perfect. I believe because I'm stupid and don't know what is the correct method, like step by step. Glad I found your channel. If you have any questions, buddy, along the process, feel free to ask. I will say though, if you have any questions on a specific grind, if you're watching the video, commenting on that video, I'll get the notification, and then I can go through and see your comment on that video and see what specifically about the video you might be caught up on. It just makes it a bunch easier that way. Alright, we got a ton of gold walkouts. $2 provisions, so we really don't need the 85s. What was the squad rating we needed for this one? Was it an 85 or an 86? An 85, so we're probably way overkill. Put Somerville in. There we go. Alright, you guys ready? Let's see if we can get a better icon than Maldini. Alright, dudes, we have an 89 plus Encore icon upgrade. Let me know the best thing you got. Come on, EA. Better than Team of the Year Maldini is the goal. Can we make that happen? Come on. English center back. Those stats do not look promising. More. Yikes, dude. Yikes. Alright, at least we got some fodder cleared. We could probably do another one right away. But we don't need to do that. I'm late now, but I don't think Bundesliga is so hype, but really wanted to just pull a Ronaldo. Felix, to be honest, yeah. I mean, you have the week 32 season upgrades you could get him in. Oh, speaking of that, we have to do our team of season upgrades. I forgot about this. Sorry about that, boys. Got 3 of these. All right, team of the season, week 3 player back. Come on, EA, Ronaldo. I beg. German left wing. Who could it be, huh? The lowest rated card. El Mala. Alright, we'll do the other two. Come on, EA. Good team of the season, please. Cam? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Peter, what's up, buddy? Yikes, boys. I don't think we're in all those indies. Could be wrong. Also, do you think it's worth it to play a rig to get it? Sure. Yeah, you'll have endless fodder if you use our method, so you'll be able to do anything you want. Striker. Ooh. We got a lid! Let's go! Come on! Lopez, baby! Low-key completely forgot these guys were in packs. I'm glad we got one, though. W. Newcastle United Jets. Oh, dude. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we can't even have that card in the club. I think we have to quick sell them. Alright, we'll do the, I have 15 83-14 crafting upgrades. We'll do those in a bit. We're going to clear a bunch more of our crafting upgrades. But can we make any more? We'll probably make those for tomorrow. We'll do that set in the next 3 maybe. Do crafting upgrades right now. Peter, how's it going today, bud? Alright, how many steps are we on, too? 27,183. That'd be cool if we could get that to update in real time as well. That'd be cool to see that on screen. I'm the first person to like. If you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smack that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be grinding for a bit today. No family dinner tonight. So I'll have my Greek yogurt bowl later. With the fiber one brownie in it. We may have to end because of that, but where did I get a walking treadmill? I got a walking pad like 4 years ago online. I don't think the company exists anymore for the one I got, but you can just type in walking pad online and there's literally hundreds of different models. Different weights, different sizes, different speeds. Mine's super old and is basically falling apart. Literally falling apart. The back left quarter fell off. It was not 4 years ago. I've had a walking pad before I had a walking desk. I've had a walking pad since 2022. And I got my standing desk, I believe, in 2023. LOL. I don't think I'm wrong with that. I didn't do walking pad streams until like this year, but I've had it for ages. It's been under my bed. You can look at my steps on my activity on my Apple Watch. 2022, we had more steps than 2023 and 2024 because we didn't really do it those 2 years. And then we brought it back for 25, 26. Mumbo, English or Spanish? I'm not falling for this. I know what you're doing. Haram Oil Club versus Haram Ball Play Style Club equals Haram Derby. Yeah, I need to start reaching out to walking pad companies. We need to get some sent out for us to try out. Was your best cards using these methods? Didn't you ask that before? We listed all of them. We got a lot of the good Prem ones. We got Team of the Year Maldini from this grind. Crafting the 89s endlessly. We built out a bunch of Team of the Season packs. Got a bunch of 95 rateds. We have YouTube shorts of every good pull ever that we've gotten. It's all available. Monetarily, probably Semenyo at the time was what, like 2 mil? Something like that? Do you not use gold commons in that anymore? Also, do you not save League SBC cards anymore? Guys, the grind I'm doing right now is not the grind I'm recommending you to do. These are two completely different things. We have thousands of these packs. If I keep doing our League SBC grind that's unlimited coins and unlimited packs, the number will only continue to go up. So when you see me on stream spamming these crafting upgrades, we're literally just opening these up and recycling back into these. Open these up, recycling back into these. Open these up, recycling back into these. Opening these up, recycling back into these. Then when we end the stream, we put our provisions into League SBCs, and we do 25 to 50 League SBC runs on average per day. Make a few 100,000 coins. Make a few hundred more crafting upgrades. Spam those open. And continue the process. So, if you guys are wanting to know the grind, don't just copy and paste what you're seeing here if you have no packs. That we quite literally have to do this. We have to challenge yourself to get to 10,000 plus opened, because we'll never run out if we don't. Like I could sit here for the whole week, just spam these, open these, spam these, open these, spam these, open these. We could probably do 8,000 plus and be at zero risk of running out. If I didn't touch another League SBC. Semenyo. Semenyo. Got it. Thank you. No problem, buddy. Just check the message you sent me. The one about your standing desk on January 2024. The time flies. Did I misremember history? Let me look back. $2024. $2025. $2025. 2024. I'm seeing Pale Tools filters. Where did I... January 2024. Wanted to ask about your standing desk. Yeah, about the standing desk. We had the walking pad before the standing desk, though. We had the walking pad in 22-23, and then got the standing desk at the start of what, 2024 or the end of 2023. Because I remember I literally do the walking pad, and my whole desk setup was below it, so I'd have to like put the walking pad at a distance, so it'd even more out. You have free accommodation for the UCL final. Should you go? Go for it. Show us your best pulls, please. So far, I've opened over 2,000 packs, spent 600K and can't pack anything. I'll go through my whole club right now. You need to screenshot something, feel free to do so. I'll do it. Kimmy, do you remember I fixed your webcam in 2021? Dude, I haven't gotten a new Elgato or webcam since like... No joke. I think both of them are from 2016. That is all from crafting upgrades. Everything you see is from our League SBC grind into everything. Our League SBC grind makes us unlimited coins and unlimited packs, which allows us to build unlimited crafting upgrades, which allows us to pack basically everything. Or craft everything, I should say. Because even if we don't pack the best cards, we're doing all the gamble SBCs non-stop with the unlimited fodder we're getting. We could complete every player SBC if I wanted to, but I don't use cards in the game because I use my Sunderland squad and then never touch the game to begin with besides the menus. To be honest, open 300 plus team of seasons, never take a 95 plus over that. I mean, 95s aren't that... Even if you get a 95, I feel like it's not even a flex. They're like, what, 60K? Bro's collecting cards like it's Pacey Bits or Madfoot. I'm just waiting for, like, exchanges that we can put all that to. If we really wanted to, I could probably make like 15 to 20 icon SBCs weekly with just the amount of fodder we have laying around. Like I showed you down to what, like 89 rated, all those special cards. If we go to like 89 down to 85, I would just have endless. Like imagine every crap promo card from every crap promo, which is every promo. But does that make sense, guys? That's literally just our grind. We spam like 25 to 50 League SBC runs a day. We get more coins than we did the day before because of that. We make more packs than we had the day before because of that. We were able to build out thousands of crafting upgrades, hundreds of League-specific premiums, spam those, and then we can cut that off for a brief period of time if we're wanting to be a little bit wasteful to have more fun. And then we go back to League SBCs and recycle all again. But even if I didn't League SBCs, if I just did provisions, I want you guys to do the math on this. If I have over 1,600 crafting upgrades, where I'm getting 5 cards back and it costs me 7 to do this, think about if I opened thousands of these, the bare minimum that I'd be able to make back if I didn't pack anything of value, not to mention the daily provisions I'd be able to make, The amount of player SBCs, the team of seasons we pack in the meantime, the amount of walkouts. Like, it just gives you endless stuff that you can put in different places. So even if you don't get a crazy team of the season pull, if we're getting a ton of fodder, that's fantastic. We just got to walk out in the first one we just did. Remember, we were at 1,600 of these yesterday. I'm well over 1,600 right now, and we've made like another 400 to 500 since yesterday. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we're closer to 5,000 total made by tomorrow than we are 2,500. The good old times with exchanges in like March, that'd be awesome. How's scalping them chemicals? We're out of like half our shadows. I'm not going to be able to sell the acres anytime, I feel like soon, or get them completely out. I can't do that as I have work and gym every day, only get 3 hours. I spend probably less than 3 hours on this game a day because I go to the work and go to the gym. So it's 100% possible. Most days I spend less than an hour on the game. You know why? Because the game sucks. Do you discard dupes? There's no reason to. Why would you ever need to discard a dupe? What's the mindset behind that? If it's a tradable one, sure, take the coins. But if it's untradeable, why are you doing that? Is it because your dupe storage is filling up? That's a problem in and of itself, if it is. You're not dealing with your dupe storage. But do you travel north to work? Yeah, we go to the northeast. Got it, thank you, yep. And my rule of thumb, if you guys are newer here, whenever it comes to like walkouts, team of season dupes, anything on your dupe storage, if it's stopping you from opening packs, you need to put it somewhere. Especially when you're doing things in bulk, it just can't sit there. If you say, I'm going to keep my 85 dupes for tomorrow's provisions, and you're grinding as hard as we recommend, you're going to hit a point where you're going to have endless provisions that you're saving for, and your whole dupe storage is going to be 85s, and you can't open packs anymore. So in my opinion, keep the 85s in your club for provisions. Throw everything in your dupe storage into the team of season upgrades, the team of season player picks, the icon SBCs. Always have something to put it in. Speaking of always having something to put it in, let me show you what we're going to do with our 8314s now in terms of a place to put it in. Alright, we haven't been opening these for a few days, so we got a decent amount ready to go. Let's see what we can get. Alright dudes, we got 15 83 plus times 14s. Can we get a single team of the season? I feel like you never get team of the seasons in these, but we'll get endless walkouts, which will be good in and of itself. But if I could get just at least one team of the season Ronaldo, nothing crazy, right? That's all we need. One Ronaldo. We got 14. I don't think our dupe storage will fill up. We'll see, though. Look at that. Another 89. Brilliant. Oh, we got one! Right wing. English. Saka! Let's go! Star boy. It could only be him. Who's the other one? Sosa. Love Sosa. SBC's love Sosa. W. Alright. 110 on the board. We got one. Alright. Come on. What do you mean 10K packs? We will have made over 10K by the time they go away. Of the crafting upgrades. And that's not even controversial. That'll be light work. All right, 11 more. Can we get another one? Good afternoon, buddy. 87, some 86s, cold. Packed absolutely nothing this week. Welcome to the club, brother. That is the average account. I can't relate. I got Team of the Year Maldini. 89, 87, 88. Ooh. 25-year-old Starboy. That's what they call him. Well, I feel like the more time passes, the younger future stars should be. I feel like we are now like used to seeing like 15 to 16-year-olds making their debut and just becoming the next sensation, or at least being able to play at the top level. So, like, whenever I see a future star in a future star promo and they're above the age of 20, I feel like that's the new cutoff for future star type player. Starboy's different. Starboy, I feel like you could probably be any age, right? Ballina will take another 90. Let's go. Every tradable pack you get in rewards by doing SBCs, you sell them or store and make new ones. It's a mix. We cover it in our League SBC video. It's going to be complicated if I explain it right now. And it's going to go probably over your head. But I'll say it anyways. Premier Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A. Premier Liga. We usually quick sell the gold commons. Bundesliga, Serie A, we keep them. League 1 Eredivisie, we keep them. Pro League Portuguese League, we keep them in stock on the transfer list. Same with the silvers. Do that in bulk to get probably 10 plus runs done. Then past that, chem sales we put in the club. Quick sell most of the jumbo gold pack. Keep managers. Keep consumables. We'll keep gold rares of League 1 Eredivisie. Every other gold rare will quick sell unless we can sell it for 700 plus. A lot of Prime Electrums and a lot of Jumbo Golds will have 83s and 84 rares that you're packing. A lot of those go for actual coins now, so I sell those. You can even get some 82 gold rares to sell, but there's a difference between wanting them on your transfer list versus not wanting them on your transfer list, whether you're using our chem style method for flips, whether you're using the team of the season method for flips, whether you're doing our League SBC method for a full transfer list of Pro League Portuguese League to speed up the amount of League SBCs you're running and get to 25.50 a day. So it really depends on your very niche specific goal and what you're doing at the moment. But for the most part, yes, you're quick selling some stuff and keeping some others. But it's very dependent. It's glitching in the middle of opening a pack now, dudes. Their servers are so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh. And we quick sell off leagues normally too. Serie A is such a dead league. Sorry, this league gives me depression. Quick sell everything except the first two sections. Also, 83s, 84s are selling for 1,400 a piece. It's nuts, which makes even more coins from League SBCs. Same thing we said yesterday. But Mumbo, what if you need an 83 or 84? Don't worry, you'll get unlimited 83s and 84s untradeable. You can sell every single one of your tradable ones. Because you'll have so many untradable, you'll get sick of them filling up your dupe storage. And then you'll want to put them in League SBCs. But Mumbo, why would I put 83s and 84s in League SBCs when I can save them for tomorrow when I have the 8314 come back? If you want to have a full dupe storage and not open packs, go for it. You're just not grinding then. You gotta keep it moving. That dupe storage has to keep moving. Thanks no problem, buddy. I just remember, I think last year we got exchanges with the first whole winner team for Big Cups, UCL Women, Euros. Didn't we get exchanges last year in June? I'm pretty sure we didn't get exchanges last year until June. What are you smoking? Or are you talking 2 years ago? Another 90 in Van Dyke. W. Badoob Surge is getting full of 90 plus fodder. I need another banger SBC. Nope. Nope. You need to gamble. Gamble right now. Make your own banger SBC. Get your team of the year Maldini. Alright, so now we're full. So now we move on to my favorite step. You guys ready for this? Alright, back to the walking pad, back to the music. Now we do our favorite method. We gamble. Literally no icon makes my squad. That sucks to suck. Do Teo. Get the best left back in the game. What's even 90, 91, and an 89. There you go. Boom. Take all your high-end fodder. Get them done. Alright, we want to do Bundesliga Team of Season upgrade. Also, too, you can turn all your untradeable fodder into tradable packs if you're doing things with multiple sections with tradable packs. So even if you want to maybe not do an SBC because you don't want to use the player, you could do it to make literally free coins as well. That is another beauty of that. I guess let's do the Bundesliga. Any other one? We should probably be doing these too. The 83 times 8. We should be doing the 5 of 10 as well. We should probably be doing all these, but we'll start with the Bundesliga. Alright, team of the week for that one. This one just 86 squad. El Mala. And again, Mumbo. Aren't you going overkill? It's just an 85 and an 86 squad. Dupe Storage has no rules. It's the Wild West out here, boys. Get her done. Get it clear. You'll get all these cards back endlessly. June 17th was Exchange's release, and I remember you could pack the PSG squad. Oh, it was in June. Why did I think that promo was like... Never mind, I'm the idiot. You should do a deal with the pack. Open the pack, stare at the camera, put shades on, and stand still on the walking pad. It'll shift you out of the shot smoothly. It's not a bad idea. Are you ready? Oh, do I even have shades? Yeah, I got some right here. Hopefully I don't fall down. All right, dudes, we got the Bundesliga Team of the Season upgrade. Let me know what you got in yours. Come on, EA. Please. Of course, we have dupes to take care of. Look at that. We still have 78. We're basically full. If I start opening packs again, it'd be a waste. All right, Bundesliga Team of Season. You know what's so great about that poll? He's a dupe. So now we have a 92 team of the season we can use. Good fodder. All right. What's next, boys? I'm feeling that itch. Gambling is happening. We still have 50 plus more packs I have to open to get back to what we had yesterday. Okay, what do we need for this one? 83s and 8. Yes! Yes! Get all the 83s and 84s out of here. The exchange is released on a Tuesday. Do a flip for the next pack. I don't think I could get away with doing a flip. I know this seems wasteful, guys, and I was just bragging about we have a high-rated team this season to help us with rating. That's cool and everything, but I have 1,083s. So, you know what? Sometimes we compromise. Look at that. We're going to get him right back, too. We put him in. We're going to get him right back in this. Mumbo, show us your abs! Exclamation mark OnlyFans in chat. Dude, I got to fart so bad. I'll hold it. All right, dudes, we got an 8 times 83 plus BL. BBL, AO, GPFBL, bro, what are these names? We got a German upgrade, all right? We're going to open this. Theoretically, we should get a team of season, even if it's crap. But I guess we will get only 83s. If I'm a betting man, I bet there's 7 83s in here and an 84. So an 85. So I was wrong with that. But how close was I with 83s? You know what? Actually, it's just not bad enough where I feel like I can get away with complaining. But it's nowhere near anything we actually want. It's that horrible lower middle ground that we all dread. Because at least if it was all 83s, it'd be comical. What's the average of packs to get one? Average of what pack? Again, average of what pack, buddy? Crafting upgrades? It really depends on your pack luck. I would say for me, I'm getting one like... one at least every like 75 ish. Also, I think you should do the mixed league. I back in the day was a huge mixed league enjoyer. When you get into the daily limitations of everything, mixed league becomes a thing. It's a necessity to drop to keep the grind moving as efficient as possible. As easy it is to make bonus packs along the way, it eats up dupe storage space. We just consider them off leagues now, personally. Why are you grinding crafting upgrades so much? Because I like packing Team of the Seasons. I like packing endless walkouts. And I like making tens of thousands of packs. We love it, chat. All right, let's do just golds for these. You know what that means, right? Just golds. We're going low to high, baby. Also, if you're doing this with the daily player picks, again, free coins. You get the 2 squads, silver packs for each. Very easy way to make like 10K a day. Do that throughout the week, making close to 100K just by that alone. Wait, you're not saving Premium League cards while doing these? When I do them on stream, I'm not. League SBCs into them is the grind. When you have thousands, and you open thousands, and you recycle thousands, it takes so long to run out, you could be wasteful if you want. My recommendation, if you want to try it this way, already have like 100 plus ready to go, and have provisions for the day, or the next day, that get you back into League SBCs. So you can put League SBC cards in these, especially if your dupe storage is filled up and you want to quickly get rid of stuff. I recommend Prem La Liga because you always have Prem La Liga cards, it feels like. But even that's not needed. What was it like in the 1920s? It was a different time back then. But why are you not grinding razors for Manscaped? They haven't reached back out, buddy. I'm hitting the 300 daily limit from Foot Genie every day, doing premium leagues and crafting upgrades with off leagues. It's a mess. Yep. I would start, if you have PS5 and PS4, you can up it to 600 plus by going back and forth between PS4 and PS5 to kind of get like, not daily complete resets, but to make it stretch. But I would mix in, like, logically, if you're making crafting upgrades after you just spam open crafting upgrades and you're running out of commons in your club, you probably can go on your companion app and just do golds low to high and very quickly make crafting upgrades on your companion app where you're not SBC banned, where it's a good mix of commons and rares, or at least you know it's not going to stop you because you don't have enough rares. And then try to save as many of those Foot Genie runs for League SBCs. But that exact point is what I talk about with the Mixed League. That's why I stopped the Mixed League personally. You guys bullied me into stopping it eventually, but that was like a big reason. Because it would just take up too many SBC slots a day. Alright, what else can we pop in? 86, 86, 87. Let's just... I want to sit here and just spam open packs. At the moment, I currently have 25 provision packs saved. Can I ask you why you're saving provision packs? Is there a point to that? I would be spamming those into League SPCs. I have no commons, so I just toss off-league rares and just want to make as many packs as possible. When team season started, I had 1.7 mil. Now I have 5.5 mil. I would not be afraid to be overkill with League SBC gold rares. That's completely fine, especially if you know provisions is coming the next day. I will say, for things like League 1 and Eredivisie, mass bidding on a bunch of silver commons for 150 or 200 buy nows and filling those in the club will help balance it out a lot more. You could do that for Bundesliga Serie A too, but you'll get quite a few in the Prime Electrums that you're opening. Those are the things that will make it stretch even further. But yeah, you're already seeing you went from 1.7 to 5.5. Coins are not an issue for you. Yeah, I buy Portugal for 200 by now, and then I bid 150 on the Eredivisie and League 1 Silvers. Yeah. And that's the thing stopping a lot of people is there's a ton of people who refuse to buy out Pro League Portuguese League cards. I know it's crazy. But they'll be like, no, I'll pack them eventually. Okay. Well, you're doing maybe 1 or 2 runs a day then. when you could buy them out completely and it'd still be pure profit. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Get her done. Before I find your channel like today, I save them in case I run out of golds to recycle again. It's the best SBCs, like Team of the Weeks. Gotcha. The Pro League and Portuguese leagues are expensive. Still not done Premium League SBCs for a few months. Can you define what expensive is? Because if you haven't done them for a few months, you're probably around for Lib and Sun when they were consistently like 1 to 2K a piece. What is expensive about Pro League Portuguese leagues, if you don't mind me asking? Especially when a lot of the times throughout the day you can get them for 200 coins. Are they above 500 right now? No, they're not even going for 400. What is expensive about these? What do you want about, mate? They're literally pure profit as we speak. You could buy out the full section for 300, and you'd be so clear on coins for the jumbo gold. It's a gold buy. Only fodder I save is the 91 pluses in storage. Nice. They're like 1K each and so on. It rinse. Pro League Portuguese leagues were 1K? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've only been on this game like every day since League SBCs came out. Every single time. We maybe had 1 or 2 days where Pro League Portuguese league cards touched 1K. Does anyone else remember a time they were 1K? I feel like they've always forever been like 200 to 400 daily for the past like 3 months, it felt like, or however long they keep re-releasing and copy and pasting the same content. It's been so copy and paste that we don't even need to make new videos, I feel like, on it, because it's the same information. Oh, he might be PC. Yeah, are you PC, Dinesh? If you're PC, I can't speak for PC. Apologies. If you're PC, you guys have your own market and your own problems. If you're trying to menu grind on PC, that's its own problem in and of itself. But I will say, if you understand daily fluctuations, it's not a problem. It makes you millions of coins. They reached like 900-ish today or yesterday for no reason for a few hours on PC, and now back to 250. I'm on PC and bought hundreds for 300 today. Okay, so even PC, they're low. Another 85. I would say you obviously can't compare them. I feel like this Team of the Season crafting upgrade in and of itself is like a mini exchange of sorts. Actually, sometimes they're cheaper on PC. PC has a really weird market right now. Fluctuations are crazy around 10 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. They get to 200 every time, and then 400 later in the day. Yeah, so something to keep in mind too, guys. New content not only gives you all like the dailies where people are getting untradeable supply through the daily bronze, daily silver, and daily gold for League SBC cards. You also have the 4 of 10 or 5 of 10 player pick, whatever comes out daily, for 2 silver packs that you can do 3 times each. So that's 6 silver packs giving endless supply. You have the 86 doubles that gives you 2 silver packs 3 times through, so that's another 6. So you have 12 silver packs just from those 2 SBCs daily getting flooded on the market. So the amount of silver supply that you get is wild. even if you didn't want to do League SBCs, the amount of coins you could make just sniping those and flipping is out of this world. Do you think the 80 plus player pick is better than the 82 plus player pick to get team of seasons? I mean, the first one is cheaper and only 2 rares. I will say this, Igor, it's kind of like the rest of our menu grind. You're being extremely wasteful if you're doing a player pick or an 82 plus player pick trying to get a team of the season. The reason I say that is not because you shouldn't do it. Where you're currently at in the grind, you need to master League SBCs to begin with. Once you understand League SBCs, that's when all the rest of the stuff opens up. But I will say, the more you limit yourself to only getting a certain league or a few leagues, even though you think to yourself, like, okay, this might improve my chances for a team of the season, you're probably wrecking your chances of making coins and packing team of the seasons in other areas and recycling content. So, like, even if the pack weight is a little less on, let's say, the team of season crafting upgrade, the amount of team of season crafting upgrades you'll be able to make and spam open and recycle, in my opinion, you'll get infinitely more than trying to build out player picks of either caliber, the regular standard player pick or the league specific one. Again, not saying you shouldn't do it, but if you're already struggling or you're in a position where you're newer to making packs unlimited, it doesn't make sense to limit yourself even more. To spend 20k in provisions today and crafted 81 plus player picks? Why would you do that? Why would you do it? Why wouldn't you just buy Pro League Portuguese League cards for League SBCs? I feel like that's cheaper and would make you coins and get you more gold commons and gold rares. Exactly, I'm doing that. Well, in that case, I don't know how to grind them. Thank you for the lesson. It's all things you'll pick up on over time. I'll try to simplify it right now, just kind of base level. Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A, League 1 Eredivisie, Pro League Portuguese League. You live in that world where those cards are the most important thing to you. Not team of the seasons, not walkouts. Getting those cards as often as you can, and doing the SBC as often as you can. When you view it from that lens, when you open the League SBC packs and you get a bunch of cards back, you view it as, oh, I already have this ready to go. I can do another League SBC run. When you think of something like this crafting upgrade then, even if I don't get a team of the season in here, I just opened this up, I didn't get a walkout either. What do I see? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 League SBC cards out of 5. I see one that's going to be a lot more difficult to get in bulk, which is gold rares for League 1. So someone might view this as a waste of a pack. I view this as probably 5 to 10k coins after a few of these opened up that I'm saving. That I'll never have to buy, and I'll just continue recycling. And the trade-off with that, right? Even if you don't pack insane team of seasons, you'll be able to afford every single one. Because again, on average, if you are doing our menu grind, most people, if you're doing it at the rate we are, getting to the point where you're doing a bare minimum 25 a day, it sounds crazy. It's 100% possible. We have hundreds of people doing it. You get to a point where you're making 100,000 plus a day easily. You're making over 1 million coins a week easily without any crazy pack pulls. You do that week after week during this promo, most people are walking out of this promo without any crazy pack pull tradable but 5 to 10 million coins. And that's if you're not lucky. That's if you're not selling chem styles. That's if you're being wasteful. That's not counting the untradable SBCs that you get done. That's not counting all the crazy pack pulls untradable you get either. Like, all of it adds up. You're touching every single area. Watching today has made me realize 600k I spent since Team of Season could have made me thousands of crafting upgrades. Yes, sir. Also, another way to view it, too. Think about the Team of Season crafting upgrade. Spamming these in bulk. Let's say I got down to 1,000, right? Obviously, you're going to pack some things that are walkout. You're not going to put all 5 cards back in, even if you're not doing League SBCs at the moment. But let's assume the 637 bonus ones we have off of the 1,000. Let's combine those together and say I opened 1,000 and I put all 5 cards back in. I would have 2 cards to make up the difference. Think about the amount of daily provisions, weekly stuff we'd get. Think about the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold. Think about other League SBC runs that you might have held on to, like prime gold packs, small rares that you're building out. You'd have a ton of other cards to make up that difference, that even if you didn't get it all the way back easily, that 1,000 packs, you're seeing me do it right now. I'll get down to like 1650. I'll craft, I'll be back up to 1675. I'll get closer to 1600, then I'll be back up to 1650 by putting it all back in. That number's going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That even though it says 1,600, the amount of packs we're able to make in the meantime is crazy. If you want to take it a step past that, because I got to take a piss, we're going to take this next level. This is the power of Foot Genie. You ready? This is how we're able to do this daily even more insane. I had no idea at that point of the grind. Yeah, it gets wild, man. We also have over 10,000 anchors in the club. Alright, I'm going to take a piss. Let me make sure this is sharing. Sure, we're logged in. Log in, log in. Boom. Alright, we should be good. Alright, so I have 53 items in my SBC storage. I'm going to sit here. We're going to open, let's say 100 packs. We're not going to be able to actually open 100 of them. Let's see how that goes. So we're going to make it so anyone that's a dupe goes to the SBC storage and it'll stop once I fill up. So I'm going to take a piss. We're at how many packs? 1635. We're going to see how many that gets down to. Alright, what did it get us to? We got an 88 and 87. We're at over 30k steps on the day too, by the way. So we got an 88, 87, some 86s, some 85s. We're full now. Let's take a look at dupe storage. Bunch of 84s and 83s. Bunch of other stuff. Let's do... Expires in 22 days. Expires 10 hours. We'll do this one again. So we need a team of the week, or that's 2 to 89. Exclude leagues. Multiple times. See if we can do 3 runs. If we're not SBC banned, I can't remember if we are or not. I can't see chat right now either. I'll see chat in like 2 minutes, guys. Alright. Week 3 team of season upgrades. Now completed. We still have 74 items. We still have the 90s. The 84s there. Can we do anything else? We have this. We can do this twice. Any team of the week or team of the season. We're going to try something. We're going to do 89s. We're going to use a minimum of 83s. We're going to see if we can get that done. If we can't, we're going to up it to 90s to see if we can get team of the seasons in. It's skipping the 87s, yeah. So yeah, that's not going to be good there. What we'll do instead, we'll just do more of these. Up to 83. See if we can do another 50. We have another 34 we can recycle with what we just opened. So we probably opened maybe 45 packs when we were spamming the crafting upgrades before, and now we can make another 34. So even though we were making progress getting closer to back down to 1600, we're now again closer to 1700 than where we started yesterday. So since yesterday, we built another 6 8314s. We did multiple Encore Icon packs. We've done all the daily Team of the Season guarantees. We're starting to do the 1 of 3 Team of the Season 91 plus. We did some other SBCs too, I'm blanking. We did the 86s, all that, and we still have all these packs that we're making, opening, recycling endlessly. And we're nowhere near even touching where we started yesterday in terms of the sheer number. That's how crazy this grind is. And again, once this finishes, I'll go back to console and I'll see chat. So I do not see chat right now if you're typing. But if you guys want to know more about Foot Genie, again, that video's in the grind playlist. 100% worth it in my opinion. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about too when it comes to why we sell the tradables for 82s, 83s, 84s. You get so many untradable, I would just stick the coins. One, 31. Alright. Which ones do you quick sell? For tradable packs? Quick sell, nothing untradable. Quick sell, normally off leagues. Top untradable pull so far: Slaughterbeck 800k, Spari, Svenio, Tomini. So even if I was breaking even on coins, I don't want to pay for a Foot Genie subscription, and you don't have to. There's a free version and there's Pale Tools as well. We're doing 25 to 50 runs a day on Pale Tools. It's just if you're wanting to be even more efficient, that's a perfect way to do so. I think it's time to start stacking Team of the Week packs. So I'm hesitant at the moment. Until I'm officially out of Team of the Weeks in my club, I'm personally not touching the Team of the Week packs. The reason why I say that is I feel like the amount of League SBCs we do and the amount of crafting upgrades, we get more Team of the Seasons daily than we end up using. For me, it doesn't make sense to put in 11 players to get one for a Team of the Week, even if it's to make room and dupe storage. Maybe you can make a case for like doing it X amount of times per day could be worth it. I don't know. That one's a tough one for me. Because although it's worth it to get a Team of the Week and clear dupe storage if you're thinking of it from that mindset, the 11-to-1 ratio is not, I'm not a fan of. I'd much rather have like maybe if eventually we get a Team of the Week or a Team of the Season upgrade that comes out that has like a max cap, but it's unlimited. But if it's like 2 tradable squads, that could be sick. I will set the record for quickest quick sell when I received that US Men's National Team kit. What to sell in market and what to quick sell from league upgrades. League upgrades, you sell nothing. They're all untradeable. The league specific premiums or league upgrades. Are you talking league SBCs, the premium mixed league upgrade? If you're talking about those league upgrades, I'd watch our league SBC video where we give a step-by-step tutorial to get a real in-depth analysis of what specifically makes the most sense for you, depending on your very niche specific grind. But in general, the things you're running low out of while you do league SBCs, you should probably keep. Does that make sense? Like, if you're constantly complaining about a running out of League 1 and Eredivisie cards, and you don't want to buy League 1 golds, keep your League 1 golds that you're packing. Another team of the season from the 77 plus times 5. German striker. Let's go. Unda. W. WWW. But Mumbo, there's no team of the seasons and the team of the season upgrades. You're right. Guys, you know this whole thing is a scam, right? This grind doesn't actually work. You guys should definitely not do any of these packs and leave them all for me. That would be brilliant. I would love to be the only one doing this. Please, I beg. Do not touch these. You'll not have the time of your life. You'll not make unlimited packs. You'll not struggle to have your pack number go down. It's all fake. Another 88 of premium league SBCs in 2 mechs in 30 minutes. Really? What do you use them? Your feet? Are you on console? Is the stream crashing? Hello? Testicles. We still here? Hello? Are we still live, guys? It like ended and then came back. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, what are we at? We are at, how many steps? 32,514. 32,514. What I was gonna say, why not use Pale Tools? 32. Loaded twice. Okay, we should be good now. If it crashes again, we'll just end it, but... I can't because I don't know what I have and did all provisions earlier. Okay, but tomorrow you'll use Foot Genie or Pale Tools? Because literally any time doing League SPCs on console is a waste, in my opinion. By the way, I went to League second as a exchange prep. I already imagine you stacking a month worth of them and boom, exchanges release. Oh, gotcha. That could be worth it. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, that makes sense then for today. Yeah. This is the hardest it's ever going to be for you is today then. Tomorrow's going to feel like a walk in the park. I'm out of water. I need more water. Wait, are we on pace for a marathon today? Hold on. Boys, we might do a marathon today. We're almost on 17 miles. Regret opening player picks so bad I didn't get any team of seasons. That's a bummer. Did Neymar have an insane game yesterday or something? Let's see. Ooh. Killed the man, but not the idea. Dude, I still can't believe Buffalo Wild Wings has bottomless appetizers for a group of 4 for $9.99. Bottomless starts at $9.99. For groups up to 4 at base tier. Premium tier is $12.99. I'm assuming that's like Let me guess. $9.99 is going to be chips in salsa / queso. Or fries. And then anything past that is more. Literally paid $10 for bottom mozzarella sticks. Let me sit in peace and watch a game and eat some mozzarella sticks. Yeah, one order of 6 mozzarella sticks every 85 minutes sure hits the spot. Yeah, the thing about unlimited deals at Buffalo Wild Wings, if you're trying to get very niche with it, is Buffalo Wild Wings staff comes around once every like hour. And you can't order multiple at the same time, so. Although it sounds appealing, it's not as appealing in actuality. Who news golds in the Prem and Serie A team? Take away a couple crafting packs. Just got the Sunderland kit, sells for 2K. Quick selling it, as you should. Also, yeah, it's another thing with the jumbo gold packs. There'll be a bunch of kits that'll randomly be 1K to 5K. Some will be extinct. You just gotta learn their value over time. You don't have to check every kit all the time or save everyone, but if the team sounds popular or the kit looks cool, give it a quick compare price. Alright, we gotta get our Greek yogurt bowl ready. Almost down to 1,600, boys. Another walkout. Oblak. All right. All right, let me go make that Greek yogurt bowl real quick. I'll be right back. It'll be like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Alright, we back. I'm telling you, boys. Greek yogurt bowl, where you start with a Fiber One brownie. You put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. You break it up and then put it Greek yogurt over it. Add any other topping. You're cooking. So good. Are we officially under 1,600 packs? We are now. We did it, boys. We are going down. Scott Endrick, gold, LO. He's team of the season on Friday. You'll get him Friday too. Don't worry about it. It'll be like 2 minutes before new content on Friday. You'll get him. You'll get him. They always love to tease, and then the second the promo ends, they'll be in the first pack as well. Also, would you say don't do any fodder packs and just do Provision Smart and grind these crafting? What do you mean don't do any fodder packs? What would you call a fodder pack? Like player picks? Or what's a fodder pack? So, think of it like this. You're thinking you need to give those up to do it. What I'm saying is, do the League SBCs and crafting upgrades to do those. It's a process thing. So, a lot of people just do the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, attempt to buy out some 83s and 84s to do an 83-14 to get all of them done daily, and then they call it quits for the day. Our method, you're making unlimited coins and unlimited packs through the Premium Mixed League upgrade, putting off leagues into crafting upgrade. And through the process of that, you're getting endless 85s that you can put into provisions. I even put up to 86s usually for provisions as well. You're getting all the 83-14s done. Day to day gets even easier. I'm to the point where, like you see now, I can get the next day's stuff done in seconds just because we have so many packs. So you're not giving anything up. You're just starting the process. Think of it like an assembly line. You don't want to start an assembly line towards the end of where the product should be finished with none of the material. You want to start at the beginning, get the material together, slowly build, and by the end, you got your toy. Let's go. COD 4 was peak. Dude, I miss the old COD so much. So much. Did we get any movement on those live Champions League cards? I'm assuming people sold before the game ended. Newest. Actually, no, let's do lowest again. I think we're better without Mbappe. We attack together and defend together. And he's about to win back-to-back with PSG without Mbappe. Beautiful. AS Monaco have decided to proceed with the buy option worth 11 mil for Ansu Fati. Oh, I completely forgot he existed. Is it normal to always buy the Pro League, Portuguese League SBC? If done correctly, you should be buying 250 to 500 Pro League, Portuguese League cards a day in huge chunks of 50 to 100. So yes, you'll get a ton of untradeable and tradable from the packs, but never enough to have it sustain itself. And that's where people stop. That's where people give up. And that's the thing that makes you even more coins. I'm going to put you on to a whole new universe. So anyone lurk and listen to this, I'm going to put you on game. Another thing that makes League SBCs so good, in particular buying out the Pro League, Portuguese League, let's say they're 400 to 500 coins at the moment. Let's assume that's the case. Even if you're buying those out, you're still doing it for pure profit. If they get to 200 to 300 coins and you buy them out, you fill your club, you fill your transfer targets, your transfer list, you make even more coins because you're doing it for even cheaper if you put them in the SBC. if they happen to go up in price while you have them in your club, which they do daily, you can quite literally double and triple your coins daily off of what you put in your club. The issue is, though, as much fun as it is to flip and make easy coins, you make even easier coins doing the SBC non-stop, and you have the chance to pack something insane at any point in time, tradable and untradeable. So, regardless, no matter what, you win with League SBCs. The only way you possibly get to a point where you consider losing is if Pro League Portuguese League cards were 1,000 plus per one. But as you see now, that's nowhere near the case. And if it ever gets to that point, that probably means there's so many people on the game that so many other things are up in value too. And it would balance out in different ways. The snipes would be insane. The bids would be insane. The daily fluctuations would be insane. New content would be insane. There'd be so many more pros even if the price went crazy, but literally they've been sitting so low for so long. Does that make sense, bud? Alicia Lehman has scored 1 goal and played 415 minutes this season. She won the fans' favorite. Of course she did. Of course she did. Well, I'll use Foot Genie to buy them now. Foot Genie has the same grayed out feature that Hail Tools does, so either one you use, you should see who you have in your club already if you're trying to get like one of each. I will say with Foot Genies, it occasionally doesn't, it's not as accurate if you're not reloading to the next page of cards. So you might have times where you buy a duplicate on accident. I just toss it onto the transfer list. That's why also too, depending on when we're doing our chem style selling, when we're doing our team of the season selling, is different than when we do our League SBCs, because I like having a full open transfer list for League SBCs to fill it as much as I can with those cards. And again, the more you do these things, the more it'll make sense, the more it'll click. You'll hit a point where it's like, oh, I just packed a Pro League Gold Common from the Jumbo Gold, but I already have it in the club. I'm not going to quick sell it because I know I'm going to have to buy this later. Let me just throw it tradable into the transfer targets. Or transfer list, I mean. And then once I use the other one, we'll be able to use this one. The thing is, I do a lot. I need to get League 1 and Eredivisie players. So you can always mass bid 150 on the Silver League 1s and Silver Eredivisie to stretch it out even further. Or do 200 buy now to stretch it out even further too. With the golds that you're getting in provisions and all that stuff. But again, you'll get a bunch of things in your Prime Electrums. And again, it's one of those things that you're probably doing it from the idea of, I'm already spending on the Pro League section. What if I have to start spending here? Ask yourself the question, what's the worst case scenario you're spending to finish each of them? Combine that cost. Are you making more or less coins than that in a Jumbo Gold pack and Prime Electrum? I almost guarantee you're making more in every single pack, let alone the times you get Team of the Seasons, the times you get Shadows, Hunters, other chem styles, good badges, 83s, 84s, you name it. Which are always getting stuff like that. Most people are making way more coins than they think they are. This is so smart, I appreciate it. I try to avoid using too many golds because then I can't do crafting upgrades. That's the wrong way to look at it. that's another thing probably slowing you down. It's fine, because you're now entering the point where you're saying you want to use less golds that are League SBC cards because you want to make more crafting. That's where a rule of thumb of using only off-league cards for crafting makes more sense. Because what you're saying sounds smart. You want to say if you can use silvers instead, the trade-off is more golds for crafting. In practice, you're going to be looking at the cards you have. You're going to be over-calculating. You're going to try to get an exact. You don't want an exact. You don't want to just hit it. You want to overkill on some, just get enough on others, be a little clear on some, be way overkill on others. It's going to all balance each other out, but it's going to allow you to do them a lot more faster. Same with the amount of gold rares you're putting in. There's times I'm doing like 5 to 10 League SBC runs, and I'm mainly only using gold rares. It's just the way it is. I'll have 5 to 10 runs before I even open a single pack. And then I'll spam those packs right back in. But then you have little things that'll pop up where it's like, your dupe storage is filling up, but it's not 83 pluses, it's not walkouts, it's not team of seasons. Your dupe storage that might be filling up at this point is gold rare Prem and La Liga cards, which is usually the last thing to ever run out. That would be a good spot to put some crafting upgrades in. Where it's like, hey, I know logically I have enough to do like 25 runs for Prem La Liga with what we have. My dupe storage is filling up with those. Let me chuck those in with the off leagues. That'll help speed it up too. And again, broken record, but the more you do it, the more these little things click, the more you'll notice. And there's probably things that I haven't even mentioned, or I even do, that you'll pick up on that'll be like, wait a second, this probably makes way more sense. Like, for example, if you're buying so many Pro League Portuguese League cards daily, you might hit a point where you get bid bans and buy now bans. So when it comes to opening your packs, you might be like, okay, well, I might want to save even more cards than I thought. Because any card that I save from a tradable pack is another card that I'm not having to buy off the market potentially. 1 less bid, 2 less bids, 3 less bids. If I'm doing that for 25 packs, it's maybe 75 to 100 more bids that I'm saving. That saves me a crap ton of time, especially if I'm on Pale Tools, especially if I'm on Foot Genie. What do you think of the League One Team of Season team? It is very underwhelming that I'm thinking to save all my packs for La Liga. You can do that. You are going to miss out on the greatest opportunity to make the most coins possible from League SBCs we've ever had. Can I have you guess why I think that's the case? Can you potentially put some pieces together? This is going to be like your first test of League SBCs. Why would it be a good idea to keep spamming League SBCs instead of saving? Why could that potentially be good for League One? Maybe there's a specific pack. Maybe you want to build up a certain amount of crafting upgrades. I'm not saying you can't do that. League One golds? How are you going to get League One golds, though? Where are those coming from? League One premiums. There's going to be a league-specific pack where it's no longer the females then and no longer other leagues mixed in, where you're getting just League One cards. So if you were ever questioning whether or not you're running low on League One cards, you could completely eat that cost altogether. Where now the only thing stopping you from doing the Pro League or League SBCs is the Pro League Portuguese League, most likely. So your cost just got even less. The amount of coins you're going to make is even more. The things you have to worry about restocking is even less. And all those other rules apply. I'm not saying to not make team season crafting upgrades. That's still going to be the main grind through it. But again, if your dupe storage is filling up, if you have a crap ton of off leagues, if you're spamming your 77 times 5s and you want to make some of those league specifics, make like 5 to 10. You're good for 5 to 10 runs. Outside of anything else you pack too. You're going to have probably way too many. And you're going to be overkill with it. That's a good problem to have. But the way I'm going to probably operate in terms of like making those and opening them, I'm not going to make one off, do a League SBC run, make one off, do a League SBC run. I'll probably build up like 50 to 100 of them. If I'm running low on League 1, I'll spam like 5 to 10 open and then constantly recycle that way. Mbappe's no longer in League 1. Thank goodness. You can also discard tradable Prem La Liga cards between 77 to 75, depending on how stacked your club is. Use the untradeable ones since you need such a high rating. I would quick sell any gold common Prem La Liga. I wouldn't use a single tradable one because the amount of golds, both commons and rares, that you're going to get untradeable is going to be so many that I would just take the bonus coins personally. But then again, if you're already making unlimited coins, if you notice you ever hit a point where you are low, that's a problem to address then. But Pro League, Portuguese League, and League 1 Eredivisie are the first ones to ever go out. If you're already on top of those, eventually Serie A becomes a problem, but not really. Look, we're back to 16, 15. We have another 15 to open before we can recycle another probably 20 or so with what we have in our club with 84s. And we're back to the same amount of packs we had yesterday. It's too good, man. Alright. That being said, any last questions before we wrap it up? We've been live for almost 2.5 hours. The fiber's gonna hit me in a second, so I'm gonna have to run off. I'm gonna continue spamming off a stream. I think I used all my provisions today, so I'm probably not going to do any League SBC runs off stream. I do have some League SBC packs. Look at this. I have a bunch of premium bronze and premium silvers just because I have so many in my club. So we'll build up some other stuff. We'll mainly just go back and forth and spamming these. I will try as best as I can to have our total crafted number closer to 5,000 than 2,500. I think right now we're right around 2,500, so we'll take it further. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment on the League SBC videos, the grind videos, and the playlist. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. God bless.